Are you listening?
Welcome to another episode of the Nerf Report, your go-to source for all the week's gaming news, nerfed into one show once a week, so you can worry less about reading the news and get back to playing those video games. And of course, on this week's episode, Rage is back in style, and this time Pokemon Sword and Shield find themselves dodging the internet's TM20 over National Pokédex drama. But before we get into any of that, your top headlines. The PlayStation 5. It's been a while since we've last spoke about Sony's next generation console, and this week, thanks to the Wall Street Journal, we got another glimpse at PlayStation's next-gen plans. According to Takashi Mochizuki at the Wall Street Journal, PlayStation plans to initially focus on the hardcore gamer, as they will be more apt to buy the next-generation console first. Aww, you know me so well. The Wall Street Journal continued by saying, Sony sees Microsoft as its main competitor in the next generation, with Google a potential threat in mid to long term as internet technology advances. Nintendo isn't perceived as a major rival because its main users tend to be younger than PlayStation's core demographic. Sony is concentrating its attention on large software publishers as it gets ready for the next PlayStation, according to executives at Sony and software makers. In general, publishers want their games on multiple platforms to maximize sales, while console makers look to make deals for exclusive content or an initial period of exclusive sales. Sony still welcomes games from independent studios, but the emphasis is on strengthening relationships with large publishers since resources are limited. The thinking is that people buy a console to play high-quality games available only on that platform, not smaller games also available on smartphones. Apex Legends dropped a new trailer for its Season 2 Battle Pass, and just when you thought you'd seen everything in the world of Battle Royales, dragons. Season 2 of Apex Legends is being titled Battle Charge. Following the destruction of Kings Canyon by a massive EMP, the map has completely changed. Towers have fallen, nature has retaken parts of the map, new outposts have spawned, and dragons. That's right, the map now has frickin' dragons. But that's not all. Season 2 of Apex Legends features new skins, new weapons, new skydive emotes, a new ranked league, and a brand new legend called Watson. Apex Legends Season 2 Battle Pass arrives on July 2nd for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. PlayStation's Days Gone has received a massive new update that includes a new survival mode, brand new combat, horde, and bike challenges, with each of the challenges featuring various rewards and upgrades. The challenges are part of a 12-week series of content that will feature new and more difficult challenges, along with leaderboards to compare your success with your friends. Days Gone has also received new unlockable rings and patches that each offer Deacon various upgrades and abilities. The new free challenge content update is available right now for all Days Gone owners. And finally, let's talk about some news. Player Unknown Battlegrounds. Man, 2 years ago, this game was all that the world of gaming could talk about. And even though the limelight has faded on PUBG, the game has still seen really great success on PC, console, and mobile. In fact, according to Esports Observer, PUBG Mobile has over 400 million players, with more than 50 million daily active users. And that is extremely impressive, but not why we need to talk about PUBG. Because this week, it was revealed that we are getting a brand new PUBG game. PUBG announced on Twitter, today we are excited to introduce Striking Distance, a brand new game development studio headed by industry luminary Glenn Schofield. Glenn Schofield, of course, has worked with Visceral Games on Dead Space and is the co-founder of Sledgehammer Games, who have worked on Call of Duty. Schofield said, I am happy to announce that I have just joined PUBG Corporation as CEO of a new independent game studio called Striking Distance. We're working together to build the studio from the ground up so we can begin crafting an original narrative experience in the PUBG universe.
Now for something completely different, yeah.
Pokemon! Gotta catch 'em all. Except for in Sword and Shield, because it's now Pokemon! You catch what we tell you to catch. That's because during this year's E3, Pokemon director Junichi Masuda said what this means for Pokemon Sword and Shield is that players will be able to transfer their Pokemon from Pokemon Home only if they appear in the Galar region Pokédex. Or in non-Pokemon terms, all of those Pokemon that you've caught since you were 9 years old and have been saving up for future games, well, poof, if they aren't included in Sword and Shield, they can't be played in the game. And on one hand, I understand this. There are over 807 Pokemon. So for the development team to go in and redesign over 800 Pokemon, that could be very time-consuming. But on the other hand, Pokemon has also announced a new paid service called Pokemon Home that will eventually replace Pokemon Bank. So if users are paying a yearly fee for the ability to store and transfer Pokemon, you would think that for $4.99 a year, I could transfer my Pokemon anywhere. Well, this week, Junichi Masuda released a statement to Pokemon fans addressing the outrage. Masuda said, "Thank you to all of our fans for caring so deeply about Pokemon. Recently, I shared some news that some Pokemon cannot be transferred to Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. I've read all of your comments and appreciate your love and passion for Pokemon. Just like all of you, we are passionate about Pokemon, and each and every one of them is very important to us. After so many years of developing the Pokemon video games, this was a very difficult decision for me. I'd like to make one thing clear. Even if a specific Pokemon is not available in Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, that does not mean it will not appear in future games. The world of Pokemon continues to evolve. The Galar region offers new Pokemon to encounter, trainers to battle, and adventures to embark on. We are pouring our hearts into these games, and hope you will look forward to joining us on this new journey." So first things first, great response. And while Nintendo doesn't really seem to be budging from their decision, this does leave us with two possible outcomes. First, we can wait until the Galar region Pokemon are revealed, and hope that our favorite Pokemon have made the cut. The other outcome is a much darker future. A future filled with DLC, where fan favorite Pokemon are hidden behind paywalls. Pikachu for $3.99, Meryl for $4.50, or Mew for $99.99. And let's be honest, the Pokemon Company has already done this. Remember the Pokemon Ball Mew in Pokemon Let's Go? You literally could not catch Mew in the game, but if you bought this accessory, you had the ability of playing with Mew. As I said, very dark future. But a very possible future, if trainers are no longer allowed to transfer already captured Pokemon. But of course, this is just speculation. I mean, I would love to give Pokemon the benefit of the doubt that they will not go down this road, but unfortunately, only time will tell. And finally, for this week, we come! That noise, of course, signifies that we are running out of time and coming close to the end of the show. So, in order to cover all the week's remaining news, we must initiate a segment that I like to call Every single week, we have so much news to talk about and so little time to do it. So we take all the week's remaining news, put 60 seconds on the clock, and try to cover it as fast as humanly possible without running out of breath, passing out, or dying! Fun fact, we had 20 news stories to cover in Nerfed in 60 seconds this week, so to avoid the extremely likely outcome that I would die, I had to trim that down. So, with that in mind, let's put 60 seconds on the clock. go. EA Access is coming to the PlayStation 4 on July 24th. NBA 2K19 has unskippable ads before every game. Dota Underlords has had 1.5 million downloads in its first week. Halle Berry is now a playable skin in Fortnite, which I'm back to playing Fortnite, it looks like. Final Fantasy XIV is getting a TV show. One Punch Man is getting a video game. Cyberpunk has an estimated install size of 80 gigabytes, so upgrade your hard drives now. Toy Story is joining Minecraft. Pokemon Go turns 3 years old. Man, I am getting old. Just Dance 2020 will be the last game to release on the Nintendo Wii, and Games Done Quick have been raising money for charity this entire week. They ended their charity today with $3 million raised for Doctors Without Borders. Congratulations to all of you. That is it for Nerfed in 60 Seconds, and that is it for this week's episode of the show. If you like what you saw, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel and, share it with your friends. As always, my name is Bryant Chappelle. You are you, and this has been the Nerf Report. Thanks for watching. Thank you so much for checking out our channel. If you like what you saw and you want to see more content just like it, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button right there. Go ahead. Nobody's watching you. Well, that's a lie. The guy in the webcam is watching you, but what I've been told is they don't judge.